Good morning everyone. It's May the 5th and just leaving base camp at the start of our second rotation. We're going straight through intermediate camp all the way to advanced base camp with one hit. Ha! It's going to be brutal. So I've been probably trekking for about half an hour, and yeah, so I'm looking at the North Pole now, which you can probably see, and show you some more video footage soon. Okay, so we've just reached Crampon Point. We've all sat moaning and groaning, and we've had to take our hiking boots off and put our high altitude boots on with our crampons, and now we're marching very slowly up towards the North Pole. It's exhausting, steep and very cold.
Exhausted, but happy.
Doing well. Woo! Good morning everyone. It's just gone 9 o'clock and had breakfast, all packed up, and we've had lots of fun messing around on the North Pole. It was an absolute brutal climb in horrendous weather to get to the top, and it seems that every day seems to be another hardest day of my life, and managed to reach the top of the North Pole at 7,100 meters, which is quite unbelievable, and that's the highest I've ever been. And we spent a night up there. I've never been so cold in all my life. We're supposed to be having 2 days up there, but the weather got so severe we had to pack up and get down pretty quick. And as I saw, there was huge amounts of devastation up there. Loads of people's tents were destroyed, ripped away. So it was a good idea to get down pretty quick. So here we are now, heading back down to base camp. It's going to take many hours over this horrible rocky stuff and ice, but I've had an amazing time, and that's the second rotation nearly done. catch up with you in a little bit. So here's an example of some of the rock crevasses that we have to encounter on our trek down. Whilst it looks like rock, it's actually a load of rock on top of ice which is always moving, and these crevasses keep opening up. I'm pretty sure that this didn't look like this when we last came up. Take a look at this. You do not want to get gobbled up in there. You'd never be seen again. So I must apologise to you all that the GoPro hasn't been out much on this second rotation, and the reason being is that just the walk from base camp to advanced base camp was extremely grueling. I was exhausted, freezing cold, and it took all my effort just to put one foot in front of the other, let alone just to grab the GoPro and point at interesting things. So unfortunately the GoPro took a back seat. But having said that, Rolf managed to get some really good footage from the North Col, which is essentially, I think it's like a 400 or 600 metre ice wall, which is near on vertical, which reaches all the way up to Camp 1 where we spent the night. So when I get down, I'll see if I can grab that footage from him and put something together. And also, I've been a bit of a wally and I've lost my mobile phone, which I do all my editing on. I've got my iPad down at base camp, but I think in my exhausted and freezing cold and miserable state, I've left my phone in one of the pockets of the tent, which is now sat up at 7,100 metres. So I'm hoping if another team goes up, they can have a quick nose around and see if they can find it. That's if the tent hasn't blown away, because we've had some horrendous weather. But all being well, I'll have a nice little video for you. Cheers all! Tiny little tents, you know what that means. Let's go!